Hey guys, Brandon Woolham, CCM Magazine, and today we are checking in with our pal Chris Tomlin. What's up, man?
Hey, buddy. Good to see you.
Yeah, so
Good.
since the last time we've talked to you, the list just keeps growing of everything that's going on in Chris Tomlin's life. Going to be a crazy busy couple of weeks for you, so we'll just kind of go down the list. It's
Yeah.
all going to start here in just a few days, Friday the 15th. New live
Mm.
album coming out live from Good Friday. It's going to be a collection of these last 7-8 years of the Good Friday shows here in Nashville. What can people expect when they get to hear this live album in a couple days?
I'm really excited about people hearing this record because it's something that I've thought about for the last couple of years, actually, as we've been doing Good Friday. We've had these amazing moments year after year. This is our 8th year of doing this. We've had these amazing moments, and we've thankfully captured them, along the way. And I thought one day I'd like to put this out together, kind of collection of these moments. And the live experience of worship cannot, that's just something that's special when you capture those moments. And I'm really excited for people to hear that. You can make a studio record and all the things, and like, for example, Holy Forever. What a song that has been. And you can make the version of it in the studio and you create as best you can, but there's nothing like the experience of hearing that with all these people singing. I mean, I've always said that my favorite, I wanted the sound of what I wanted. He said about my music is the sound of people singing. It's just that's what is what inspires me the most and why I make it. And so to think that is to for this experience on Good Friday, and Good Friday is special in itself, just because of what it means for us as believers. The Easter weekend, and just to have a record of moments from that night, from that moment, really special, because of obviously we remember the cross on this night, and the worship it feels a little bit more amplified because people are just in that place, in that place in their heart, in a deeper place. And so I really feel like it captures that on this record. So live from Good Friday, here we go. And this is a collection over the last few years of from different songs, and just taking a couple moments.
Yeah, you can stream that everywhere on the 15th of this month, just a few days away from that. And like you said there, this is a collection of all these years. So there's a lot in the can, I'm guessing. Is there a live from Good Friday version 2.0 that could be coming in the future?
I mean, Brandon, you're on it. You're on it. I'm not sure. There's definitely things there. I mean, we have so much that's recorded that's not on this record. And so possibly you thought, man, maybe there's something else that comes down the line,
Yeah.
another version, because we got so many songs.
And more coming in just a couple weeks. More
That's right.
recordings coming from this show.
That's right. Yeah, we'll see what happens in a few weeks. Yeah, right.
Take us back to how that idea of the Good Friday Nashville concert started. We're now going into year number 8. Every single year, the past 8 years, you've performed this show on Good Friday at Bridgestone Arena. How did that idea start? And did you ever think we'd be here 8 years still doing it?
No, I mean, well, interestingly, um, we set out. So I used to live in Texas, and most of my life. And when I was down in the Houston area, we had in the Woodlands, we had Good Friday. We just started doing a Good Friday at the church I was leading, and it was really special. It became something the church did, and then it became community wide, and then kind of the north part of it, Houston, and it just became this special thing that turned into. And then when I moved to Atlanta to help plant a church there, we just kept that going. We did Good Friday in Atlanta. And so moving to Nashville, I thought, okay, there's no one doing this. It's amazing that Easter is obviously on Easter Sunday, everybody's at their own home church with their family, but there's this moment on Good Friday where I thought we could have this moment together, and from all the different streams and all the different churches, and as many as that could come, as many as we could be a part of it. And so, yeah, we thought let's do this, keep this going. But I thought we'd be starting small, and we start in thinking that this would be something that grew and grew and grew. And it just was from the very moment, from the very first year, was something you felt like, okay, this is something really special for people. And I just felt it. And the response was incredible. Bridgestone Arena, just the biggest arena in town in Nashville, completely sold out. And I thought, oh my goodness, this is something. And then as I thought, Brandon, when I set out with my team, I was like, we should maybe put something in the ground to say this is going to be more than 1 year. And so we held Bridgestone Arena for 7 years on Good Friday. We said, can we do a 7 year hold? And so just thinking, just kind of in faith. I mean, that was a big faith move for me and the team. But here we are, year 8. Even last year, I was thinking, do we keep doing this? Should we keep doing this? Because, I said 7 years, and that would be kind of the number of completion, right?
Mhm.
Seven's like, okay, maybe that's the right number. And I even questioned myself next year, like last year, thinking, do we keep doing this? And the response this year has been bigger than any response we've had up to date. So you know, I think we keep doing this. We keep rolling because it's become something that's really become a tradition for families and for the area. And I love that it can be live streamed, that people can join us that can't be there in Nashville or can't get a ticket and can join us live stream. We've been doing that for the last several years, so you can be a part of it right when it's happening. And so, yeah, and I think one of the bigger parts too, Brandon, is that when we set out to do this, we thought right, like just maybe a month before the very first one, I thought, you know what, if this is something that really becomes planted in the community, I don't really think that this should be something that's some kind of money making thing. And as plain terms as I can say, I said, I just don't. I feel like whatever profits come in should be given away and do something for kids in the state of Tennessee, vulnerable kids, right here in the backyard where we're meeting. And so that started from year one, not even knowing what I was going to do. I just knew that that's what I wanted to do, and that's turned into something really special. Every year has been helping kids and helping across Tennessee and really across the United States. But you'll hear that even on this year. I'm excited to we'll announce something this year as well, that proceeds of Good Friday are going towards to help. And man, that makes it really special too, knowing that the more people that come is just more, even on the money side, more kids that are helped. So not only is it a night of incredible worship, but it's also that hands and feet, right, of Jesus and to people. And so I think it's really special for that. So who knows how far this goes, how many years we keep going, but I hope we can do it for a long time.
Yeah, over these years, there's been so many cool special guests you've brought out there. Is there still that one person you've been working on all these years that hasn't been able to make their touring schedule work with this one that you're going to get eventually before this run ends?
We'll see. There's a couple. I mean, there's a couple. I love bringing people from that are unexpected, that are really surprises. And that's the beautiful thing of Nashville, right? Because there's so many great artists here that live here and are usually home on Easter weekend so they can come and be a part of it. And so there are a couple that I keep asking year after year after year, and for whatever reason, it's not working, but I'm holding on hope.
Yeah. Well, right in the middle of the album release and the Good Friday event, you have a book that's going to be coming out March 15th, the new book out there celebrating 20 years of the song How Great Is Our God. What can people expect when they get this book, How Great Is Our God, living a worship life in a me-driven world? That's a tongue twister to get that one all out there. Title kind of tells us a little bit about it, but what should people expect?
That is everything in the title: living a worship led life in a me driven world. And the idea of the book is for people to that we all know that we live in a very me centered world. And I'm speaking for myself. It's so easy to get so inward focused and so and just where it becomes so much about us, and everything revolves around us. And there's two ways you can live your life, where you are the center and everything revolves around you and everything orbits around you. And even you try to put God in that orbit, and that usually doesn't work too well. Or you can realize that, well, God is the center of all things, and my life is actually in his orbit. I want my life to orbit around him, not try to figure out how to put God around me. And all through time, people have struggled with this, from you look through scripture of just like being all about me, and when we become our own gods. And so this book hopefully unpacks the heart of, really, I mean, I think it's perfectly titled How Great Is Our God. That's what it keeps saying. That's what I keep saying with our lives, is that God, you are great. You are so beyond me. I'm not great, but you are great. I think of John the Baptist. I think of him and his example of when he was getting popular and he was becoming something. They had people following him, and they came to him and said, "Hey, there's this guy over there. He's baptizing too. His name is Jesus, and everybody seems to be following him. What do you think about that?" And if you remember, John said, "Yes, yes, he must become greater. I must become less." That was his answer. And I think having that posture is the heart of this book. Is how do we live a life where he becomes greater, we become less, and it becomes more about God in our life and less about us. And I need that. I need that reminder every day of my life. And so that's why I wrote this book. And it's a simple way of just of I really feel like people that um it speaks to worship in three different ways of upward, inward, and outward, and of what worship looks like in living a life upward, left, inward, and outward to people. And so, it's interesting writing a book. I mean, because I never thought I would ever write one, and now this is my third book, and um, I'm really grateful for it. And I think it's going to help people.
Yeah, 20 years of that song, and we've got another single out there that it's starting to seem like we're going to be singing it in 20 years too. Holy Forever still making an impact, not only here in America, but across the world. Multiple languages of that song is out there now, and that's going to make you get out there on the road and not just tour America. The global tour, first global one in over a decade, going to be kicking off next month. Kane will be on the America dates. How pumped are you to get this message overseas again for the first time in a good bit?
It's been a long time since I've been overseas with a tour, and man, this feels like the right moment, and that's why I connected with my talking to my family about it. I have three little girls now, and that kind of travel is tough, and so I was like, we talked about it, it's like this is the right moment to do this with this song and with what's going on, and it's just I just got a text yesterday from a friend who was in Belize, and a cab driver in Belize, and they started talking to him and talking about how hard he was talking about how hard his life has been over the last year, and he was talking about how all these people had died, and even in the last couple of months, people close to him died. And he said I've been struggling a lot. He said, but there's this song that it's really been such a inspiration to me and helped me through it. And he asked my friends, he said, can I play it for you? And they said, sure. And they start playing he starts playing Holy Forever. And my friends are like, I mean, they had no clue what kind of song he was going to play, what he was going to play. And he pulled over. He said, they need to pull over the side of the road because that's our friend Chris, and we're friends with him. And they said they just had this moment of praying for him, and so special. And so it's unbelievable to me when songs, they start finding their way like that, and it's just God's Spirit breathes into these songs, and there's these special moments. And so being able to take this song and take this night and take this tour all around the world is going to be so special. I'm so honored to have Kane. Obviously, that's my daughter's favorite band, and so I'm so honored to have them as support of this night as well. And it's going to be some special nights.
Some of these dates overseas, will you be able to bring some of the groups to these shows that have recorded these songs in other languages that has taken off over there? Will they be making an appearance up there on stage with you?
Man, that would be amazing. When we go to, maybe we'd love to find our way to get to Brazil, and I would love to have Gabrielle who's singing it with me, and Miguel San Marcos, obviously all through the Spanish world. I mean, my goodness, be amazing. But we'll see. We've got some Europe dates planned right now that are on sale now that people can find out about. But then we got more coming as time goes, of like these different organizing in these different parts of the world, different continents. So yeah, it's exciting days.
Love it. Well, your worship songs, I mean, they're sang all over the world. We all know those. A few years ago, you put out the country album. Are there times that even like Chris Tomlin gets in a certain mind state where he wants to write songs that maybe wouldn't be classified as a worship song, even if it's just something that's going to help you through a period of life? Are there other non-worship songs that come out of Chris Tomlin?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, but not I mean, what naturally comes out of me when I sit down to write, it just always goes that way. And so, that's just where it goes. It just pours out. So I would say 99% of the songs have that kind of feel, and maybe they don't all have the holy forever. I mean, I could write
Yeah.
20 of those, but those don't come along all the time. So, but yeah, I'm always kind of with that. I always have that mindset and that headspace of that. Just kind of what comes out of my heart naturally.
When all this comes to an end here, when we're no longer here in many, many years, hopefully, what do you think people are saying about the Chris Tomlin legacy?
Woo. Um, Man, I haven't thought of that a lot, but you know, I would hope that some of these songs are still around. I don't know if they will be. I mean, but I would hope that would be really special if some people are singing these some of the songs. I mean, a song like "How Great Is Our God," you know, you never know. That could be because I feel like most people who sing that around the world have no clue who I am and don't. It doesn't matter. And I think when a song goes beyond you, beyond you, you know, that's when it becomes really special and just becomes. I think of Amazing Grace, right? The example when people are singing that, they're not thinking, "Oh, I'm singing a John Newton song," right? Then no one thinks that. They're just like this become a song that people sing, and they don't know where it came from. Most people don't know, but it's because such an important song. And if I could have a song or two like that, that would be incredible. Down the, you know, that lasts past me, but you know that I'm definitely trying to hopefully write songs that help people, give people a voice to worship Him. That's it's been the heart of it. And but at the end of the day, you know, I hope what's said about me is that He was faithful to the end, and you know, with his family and with ministry that God gave him. That would be amazing.
Love it. Hopefully, we don't have to worry about that for at least another 60, 70 years, though.
Let's go. Come on, Brandon. I like what you're talking. Yeah.
All right. The busy couple weeks for Tomlin starts out this week, Friday the 15th, live from Good Friday. It'll be out there on all your streaming platforms. Then you get the book on what's that, March 19th? And then
March 19th, the book comes out. Yeah. And the
yeah.
15th, the record comes out. And then, yeah. And then Good Friday after that. My goodness.
Yep. So if you need an excuse to come to Nashville March 29th, there are still a couple tickets left. It was sold out, and then you guys moved the room around, and we've got some more seats available. I think it hasn't resold out yet, right? There's still a few left.
It sold out again. It's already
Oh,
done.
never mind. You're just going to have to wait for the live recordings and watch the live stream. Is this year's being live streamed again, though?
It is. That is.
All right. March 29th, Good Friday here in Nashville. Good hanging with you, man.
Thank you so much, man. Good to see you, Brandon.